Gamesunleashed 4 hour. Tonight, we will be telling scary stories from our lives, true stories that really happened to us. I, BP Glitcher, and Austin, Games Unleashed, will be sharing some spooky stories that happened. My story for tonight happened to my father. He was going down a road, an old road, and you know what? It's pretty hot in here. Let me open the door.
Alright, that's fine.
Yeah. Alright. Shall I leave the screen door closed?
Yeah, just leave it close
Okay.
by.
Alright. Am I good?
Yep.
Okay. Anyways, where was I? It happened to my father. It was 2 a.m. and he was on a commute between two cities. I think it was Columbia and Kansas City, Missouri. And on this old country road, he was driving, and there was no one else on it. It was 2 a.m. And as he was driving, he saw something odd. It was someone walking on the side of the road. As he got closer, he noticed that this person was in a Civil War outfit, which is very, very odd, especially considering the fact that he was driving next to a Civil War battleground on the other side of the road. So, as he was driving, he saw this person walking in a Civil War outfit with a pack mule beside him. He kept on driving, and as he looked at him, the person actually turned their head and looked back straight into his eyes. It scared him very much. He kept driving, but eventually pulled over and stopped to check if this person, for whatever reason, needed help. But when he turned around, they weren't there. Completely vanished. Donkey and man and all gone. My father told me this story when I was very young, and it scared me very much. This is an absolute true story that really happened to him. No lie. Thank you.
So here's my story. One night, this is my dad's friend, Jeff. His daughter, Andrea, was sleeping in her room, and her room was right on this hallway. And it was about 12 a.m., somewhere around there. This wind is getting really cold. Dude, can I shut this door?
Oh yeah, sure. Tell. Yeah, cool down a lot.
Anyways. Anyways, it's about 12 a.m. and she heard footsteps walking through the hallway, back and forth, turn around, go back. Just kept going back down the hallway, and it finally stopped. She tried putting, a pillow over her head, everything. She could still hear it, so she finally ran. As the footsteps stopped, she ran across the hallway to her parents' room. Said, "Dad, there's someone walking in the hallway." He's like, "No, it's just a dream." And she's like, "No, it's really someone walking in the hallway." And so she's like, her dad's like, "You can just sleep in here tonight on the floor." So she slept there. Next day, Jeff, her dad, was at work, and he decided to research when they bought the house and everything. And they bought it from this elderly couple, but from this elderly woman, and her husband had died. And he found out the night that his daughter was hearing the footsteps through the hallway was the exact same night that woman's husband died in the house at that time. And that is one of my scary stories that I know is true. So, yeah, here's Brian's.
For my second story that happened to me, this happened in my old house, and I was downstairs resting on the couch. I was not sleeping, though. That's the important thing. This was not a dream. I was just drowsy. What happened was my head was lying down on the pillow, and I had longer hair then, very long. And as I was resting, just slipping in and out of consciousness, I felt my hair, something grab it with a hand, and gently lift my hair higher. At that point I awoke, and the hair immediately fell back to my head. I looked around, was very confused and nervous, but there was no one to be seen. No one was downstairs, no footsteps, nothing.
It was
That
my
moment
birthday
still haunts me.
weekend a couple years ago. We built a tent out a little ways from here on the road. We were gonna camp out that night, me and my two friends. So, anyways, it's dark. It's probably a little past 9, and we hear these noises, these like really high-pitched screaming type noises. And my grandpa on his farm, he owns donkeys. So I thought it was a donkey, just yelling or something. I don't know. So I was just telling him it's okay. But every time we heard it, it got closer. And each time it just got closer, like I said. So we started getting a little freaked out. So we decided to walk up to the cabin where my grandpa, dad, and cousins were staying. They're outside on the bonfire, just talking to each other. So we walk up there, all three of us, and we tell them about these noises we've been hearing. And this strange noise that's, we don't even know what it is. And my uncle just tells us it's just a bobcat. And so we're like, okay. And my grandpa's like, just get some wood, build up your fire, you'll be fine. So we go and we get some wood. My friend Josh has a fillet knife with him, ready to use it whenever. And as we're walking down there, we get about halfway down there, and there's a light, like telephone pole with a light on it next to our tent, so you could just see the tent and the road. And we saw a figure walk across the road. It was hunched over and it was black, and this is completely true. And we all saw it, and so we immediately turned around and went back.
To me when I was very young. I was 3 years old. My mother was in the bathroom brushing her teeth. I walked in and started talking to her, just chatting. I looked up into the corner of the mirror and I saw a face, just a floating face, staring back at me. I looked at my mother, tugged on her robe, and said, "Mother, look, in the mirror." But there was nothing there. The face looked a little something like this. I was very confused and nervous, but there was no one to be seen. No one was downstairs, no footsteps, nothing. That moment still haunts me to this day.
Oh, bullcrap. I can't believe it.
Shut up.
Tell your story.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Like some guy's constipated.
You just wish you could do that.
It's like some guy's, I can't. It's like the guy's
Yeah, because you suck.
constipated.
You suck.
Well, I'm not constipated on the toilet doing it. Whatever, just do your story.
You're on the toilet, you're constipated, and you're just like,
You are. I know you are. Don't hide it.
oh man. Okay, anyways. Now I'm gonna be laughing. Okay. Okay. I know it's true. So, yeah. Here was Brian's.
A wasp is right there. It flew right by my head.
I
looked at it.
Keep filming. Shoot it. Blooper.
You see that wasp there? Wait, how do you get this thing off there? See that wasp crawling? Yeah, that flew by my head. If you saw me look over to the left, that's from that wasp. Yeah. There it goes. All right, anyways.
Lovely, isn't it?
Let's put this back down.
Okay.